смотрите, где он пришел в лабораторию.
Рядом с братом. Я живу близко от брата.
The Aspirantum Russian Language Summer School program proved to be immensely helpful for improving my Russian language abilities. Not only were we able to have intensive language training every weekday for about 4 hours with native speakers who knew a whole lot about their language, but also we were able to experience some of the culture and see the sights that Armenia had to offer. We were able to go on excursions on the weekends, get around outside of Yerevan, and also be able to explore some of the sites that you could find within Yerevan. And I was able to see how much my Russian language ability improved daily, just communicating with native speakers in Yerevan, whether that was buying souvenirs from a market, ordering at a restaurant, or even asking for directions from a stranger. I could see how much my ability to communicate in a foreign language had improved from this course.
Yeah, so lots of people are going to tell you about like the amazing courses and how their pronunciation and their vocabulary and their grammar got so much better over the course of this. And that's of course true. But the most valuable thing for me has been learning about the language and the culture in context. That's really what you can't get back in the States. Like someone can correct your pronunciation, someone can correct your grammar, but you're never going to learn about what the rooms of a monastery are called in Russian in a classroom. It just isn't going to come up. And things like that, like the idiomatic and the lingo and the slang that you learn in a course like this with native speakers is just unmatched by anything you can get in the United States. And that was the best thing that I got out of this Aspirantum course.
My time here at Aspirantum has been one of the most enjoyable learning experiences I've had. The classes here are fun and engaging. Teach them in English, it's all in Russian, which I really enjoy, which forces you to learn the language as best as possible. But not only are the classes fun and engaging, but so is the cultural immersion and cultural excursions we take. We've been to many Armenian historical sites, and I've learned a lot about a different culture and a different way of life that I never would have experienced before.
My time with Aspirantum in Armenia has been absolutely wonderful with just the improvements I've made in Russian. Only in the last 2 weeks, I feel like I've made a whole year of improvement in my ability to speak Russian. The teachers here are fantastic. The instruction I've received has been nothing short of awesome. And along with that, the experience in Armenia has been fascinating. With all the history, the trips organized on the weekends were incredibly insightful to the history of the country and everything it has to offer. And then just living in Yerevan and going to restaurants, eating the food, going to museums, going to the local markets, it's all fantastic and it's been a wonderful time.
Aspirantum language schools in Yerevan really advanced my knowledge of the Russian language. This school provides opportunities and experiences that you simply can't get as a student in a normal academic setting. On the weekends, we did excursions to cultural sites, monasteries, temples in Armenia that really helped us understand the history and culture of this ancient country. But also the language instruction was amazing. Our instructors were lifelong speakers of the language and were able to help us in pronunciation and so many other ways that we simply didn't get back in the United States. My speaking and my listening ability is so much better thanks to this course.
Through my time here at Aspirantum's Russian school here in Yerevan, I've definitely gotten a lot better at listening and speaking, and also just grammar stuff in general. So before coming here, I definitely couldn't hear Russian at all, differentiate what people were saying. But even in just 2 short weeks, I've gotten a lot better at understanding the language and being able to speak it myself. It's definitely been a great experience.